A big play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A first down carry by Elliott. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he's forced out left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Trubisky now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They go play action with Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Trubisky on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out, not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Cohen. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Up and through. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 45 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
On second down, Elliott. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Fighting through pressure. Trying to improvise. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Khalil Mack able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On second down, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On third down, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Going for the deep. It's caught at the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Go, get out there, Good. Here we go, 46.
A second down throw for Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal.
Here we go. Go, get out there. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this.
And got his man, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
46.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That one complete to Elliott. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better coverage.
And he loses the football a second time.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move, as that gives him a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Prescott from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught inside the 20. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. That's fielded in the end zone.
but when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's second down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off-kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 85 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. Line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Prescott on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep back. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. It's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Trubisky now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Flush to his right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel from 17 yards out. And the Bears draw a bit closer. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. 2nd down, Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
46.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim, 39 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
And he lost the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
46. Good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. Here we go, 46, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swaim with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Let's go, baby, you. Here we go, get that, let's go, get out, get out. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46, 46. 46.
Prescott feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what do you...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And give them a gain of 37.
You see it, you see it?
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's able to hit Joshua Bellamy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, gotta go, gotta go. Blue, blue, blue.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's Trubisky. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel from 3 yards out, and the Bears get a bit closer. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott down. Flushed out right. He hits Beasley right side. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And you know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Prescott now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Good. Here we go, 46. 46.
First down, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
46. Good. Here we go. All right, nice. Here you go. Good. 46, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
26.
Here's Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in. and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
18.
On 2nd down, Trubisky pushing, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find a completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect. That
is caught inside the 5 and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
46. Done. 46.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jeff Swain from 3 yards out. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They go go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The screen pass here to Cohen. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Chicago first down to former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky.
Go.
On first down, Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Switch, hey. Gun. Here we go, 46.
Throwing here, Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Prescott from the gun. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Mike 5'9". Move. Play it. Here we go, 47. Check 59, Mike. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 47.
Now Prescott. Able to shake him off. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on third down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
This is taken at the 18. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
come in. Sounds like I seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape in. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle, she. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle, she.
Can you hear me